fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty, hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Izuku Midoriya and our boy Venom. Now, in the last part, Midoriya, he has gone through a little bit of things. During the UA entrance exam, him and Venom, they, well, were hit with a sonic attack by Jiro. This being on accident. However, within the chaos, Midoriya got a glimpse of Venom's past, his previous host, who was an absolute fucking psychopath. Midoriya discovering that he's using some of this man's powers, and that rattled him for a minute. Now, there also was on the first day of high school, where Bakugo and many other people saw exactly how big the gap between Midoriya is in them. Now, Todoroki also did get suspicious, watching Midoriya walk away with All Might during lunch. Now, with that all being said, we do have roughly a week later, where Midoriya, he is still at least thinking, as him and Venom are both talking. Midoriya is walking to school, and he actually is, well, there. Him talking with Himiko and Jiro. Now, Midoriya, he is talking with both of them, as he is thinking about, well, what Venom's talking with him about. He's having a conversation with both of them openly, but a private conversation with Venom in his head. Now, this is quite strange. Midoriya will oftentimes pause, or at least sound like he's not listening, and they do have to try and get his attention. It being funny whenever Jiro or Himiko have to bring their hands up and try and wave it in front of Midoriya's face, since he's just looking off into nowhere. So, exactly who do you think should get one for all? I don't know. You see, there's a thing about that. Himiko might be perfect for it. Her quirk allows her to copy someone's appearance. Think about it like that. Strength and stealth. She could be a perfect candidate. Yes. But then there's Jiro. That's the other side of the coin. If she gets it, well, powerful sonar attacks. Yes. Along with super strength. That's good, but with how much damage her quirk does to just us, think about what she could do to a regular person. Her quirk could get too out of control one day. That is a factor we have not considered. Now, this is where Himiko snaps her fingers in front of Midoriya's face, and has tried to get his attention. Now, Midoriya is still out of it, until Jiro does just do one simple thing. Her just jabbing her arm into Midoriya's rib. Now, Midoriya does finally pay attention, and Jiro does actually go to rub her shoulder, or rub her arm, after doing so, telling Midoriya that he's spacing out too much. Huh? Oh, sorry. What were you talking about? Hmm? Well, I'm just talking about what we're gonna do later, right? Oh, yeah. We're supposed to be doing a combat thing, right? Yeah, with our combat instructor. I heard it's All Might. Oh, yeah, that was a thing. Hmm? You don't sound impressed. It's All Might, for Christ's sake. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Now, Inoue does go on saying that casually. Oh, yeah. He's not impressed that the number one hero is going to be teaching them. And Todoroki, he actually did eye Midoriya sideways, knowing that if he's not impressed by that, either he doesn't care for All Might, or it's because he's met All Might a lot before. Like the first day, All Might pulled him aside to talk with him. So, exactly what's going on there? Now, with that being said, we actually do have whenever Midoriya does look around the class, thinking, hmm, no, that wouldn't be too good, that wouldn't affect them negatively. And he actually does see a guy talking with Bakugo. The red-haired guy. That guy. If I remember correctly from what he said, his quirk is hardening. Yes, it is. Do you really believe that his quirk would be perfect for one for all? Well, let's see. I'm curious. We can try him out in the combat portion. Yes, but what about Tokuyami? Tokuyami? Yes. You haven't looked into him at all, have you? No. Why would I? Well, his quirk. What happens if it advances more? It could mimic a symbiote. Okay. But if it starts to mimic you, then won't that be suspicious? Besides, from what All Might has said, exactly, it'd be easier for him to write it off. What do you mean? Well, Dark Shadow's already made his presence known. So, if if he changes his quirk and it's all of a sudden like you, and he has another quirk, that's gonna be a lot more suspicious. I see. So, you want to give it to the red-haired one? Yeah, right now. Now, All Might bursts into the classroom then and there, as Jiro gets his attention once again. Now, All Might goes on to inform everyone that they do need to change, and that they should all meet him in this hero city. Now, with that being said, everyone does go to head out for the changing room and to get their hero costumes on. Roya actually just sticking behind, as he does actually then just take off his shirt, as Venom does begin to cover his body. Him actually then just watching as Venom covers his pants and creates, well, he already has shoes made of Venom, so he doesn't need Venom to create them. Anyways, now, All Might is surprised by that. As everyone else is walking away, All Might does tell Midoriya that he can just walk with him since he's quote unquote already changed. Now, Midoriya would leave with All Might. Todoroki actually looking at this more. So, this can't be a coincidence. Okay, so he's gone alone with All Might twice. He's not surprised that All Might's even here. Okay, I should ask that one guy about this. Now, with that being said, Midoriya and All Might, they actually do have a brief conversation. All Might asking Midoriya if he knows anyone. Midoriya then quickly cutting him off by saying that he does have a few ideas. Some of the students there, he's thinking about how their quirks could change, and which ones would be the worst case scenario and best. And he does know his best case scenario. The red haired guy. His personality and his quirk, they're both perfect. He wants to be a macho man who runs to the danger. And he's already physically tough. So, along with that, his quirk is sort of defense. If you give him an offense-based ability, it could make him tougher. And he can actually do some more damage with that flashy quirk. I see. Well then, I'll talk to him afterwards. Yeah, All Might. Pair him against me. But you and Venom. I'm aware. Listen, you're back in your prime essentially, right? Ah, yes. I feel like I am at a 100%. Even though I know I'm actually probably around 80. I don't know, my strength lately. It's been harder to control. Yeah, I saw that. You almost burst the door off your hinges and almost set off my spidey sense. My apologies. Anyways, now. Eventually, Midoriya and All Might, they are standing in the city. Everyone else walking up to just see Midoriya standing in front of All Might with his arms crossed. In the Venom symbiote. Now, Todoroki actually just walk up by Midoriya and place a hand on his shoulder, asking him exactly what is his quirk. Oh, it's you. Your... Your quirk. What is it? My quirk is a half and half ability. But I was wondering what your quirk was. Oh, Venom. Venom. Yeah, my sentient quirk. He's been with me all my life. Well, I'm sort of a late bloomer, you could say. He's a part of me, quite literally. One day he started replicating in my blood. And because of that, it was strange when I first found him. Midoriya telling Todoroki the bullshit backstory. He got sick one day, and Venom manifested. And then Midoriya actually began to start noticing certain things. Now, he also has talk about how Venom basically keeps him in peak human performance constantly. Now, Todoroki does attribute this to, as you would guess it, some sort of enhanced ability. So, Venom can crank him in an overdrive constantly. So, it does seem to be at least somewhat reasonable. Now, he does just back off there for now, as we do have the battles. All Might, he's aware that putting Kirishima against Deku, that's just plain stupid. And he actually has play on one of the Venom symbiote's weaknesses. As we do have Kirishima and Todoroki versus Deku and let's say Jiro. Now, with that being said, this is actually quite interesting, as Deku and Jiro do have to walk into the building and play the villains. As we do have once both of them are at the top floor. Deku and Jiro both staying there in front of the bomb. Jiro asking Deku why he's, well, like that. Like what? Well, that suit. I understand that's your quirk, but you make clothes of it, right? You did the same thing during the entrance exam. The mask being pulled back. And everyone can see the way Midoriya does currently look, as his ears do seem to be a little bit pointy. and he does carry certain features of animals, like Midoriya's sharpened teeth. Jiro actually surprised seeing him. Midoriya talking about how he can change how Venom looks, but if he's exposing certain parts of himself, he could basically just give his opponents a weakness. So he'd rather not do that. Besides, if that area is hit, he doesn't know if Venom could heal it fast enough before permanent damage could occur. Alright, fascinating. Yeah. Noya then actually just backing up and getting right next to Jiro. As he does turn and say that it's not just that, but it's also the fact that this is the worst pair he can go up against. What do you mean? The guy is quirk. It's ice and fire. And well, not to sound like an asshole, but I think that is your quirk. My quirk? Yeah. Venom hates fire. And sonic sounds, basically. Really? Yeah. And this, in a tight building with not a lot of space and very echoey hallways, I'm at a complete disadvantage here. So, if you could, do you mind just guarding the bomb? Uh, sure. No problem. As long as we win, right? Alright, thanks. Midoriya then cracking his knuckles, talking about how they'll have to go somewhere after school, and he can actually just buy her a CD or something to make up for it. Ajiro at least smiling and laughing, talk about how Midoriya is speaking her language now. Now, Midoriya actually does go to walk downstairs, casually. As he is walking, we actually do have Kirishima, who does try and ambush Deku, and Todoroki, who does actually just walk in and want to directly see Midoriya in combat. Now, Kirishima directly tries to punch Midoriya right in the face. As soon as he does actually do that, we actually have Midoriya who's just staying there with Kirishima's face, or Kirishima's fist, directly on the Venom's face. As Midoriya does just look down asking him if that's it. Huh? Kirishima trying to jab his right hand into Midoriya's stomach, as he doesn't even flinch. Midoriya just casually cocking back his right arm as he does actually just smash it outwards towards Kirishima. Kirishima being sent flying, as Todoroki does move. Him then actually trying to blast away ice at Midoriya. Midoriya casually swatting the ice away along with dodging it, jumping towards the walls and at the ground, along with him actually blasting spiderwebs directly at him. Now, Todoroki is shocked by this, as he does tell Midoriya that they're going to win, and that he cannot stop them. Midoriya telling Todoroki that actually he can. He's at a major disadvantage without using his other side. Trust me, we see it. You're just attacking with your left arm. And so what if I am? Well, it's got both of us curious. Why? I refuse to use that part of my quirk. Well, it's such a shame. Midoriya does say, bringing up both of his hands as he does actually state the next sentence that makes Todoroki question his decision. Midoriya is saying that fire is one of his weaknesses, as he shoots two things of web at Todoroki, one at his leg and one at his left hand. Now, Todoroki, he's hit by this. Him actually going to try and pull with his right hand, free his left leg, as Midoriya does actually just rush him before grabbing him directly by the chest of his hero costume, before picking him up and actually power slamming him through a wall, as Midoriya just keeps running, slamming him through another one, and then finally a third wall. As he does slam him through that, he actually just holds Todoroki directly above, well, a couple floors, telling Todoroki that if he's done messing with him, he'll get to more serious matters. I'm not done, Todoroki does try and say, bringing up his hand and trying to freeze Midoriya's arm. Midoriya just doing one simple thing, throwing him backwards back into the building, before turning around and actually looking at Kirishima, who does actually go to try and stand up, turning to Midoriya and saying that he's pretty strong. We're both aware, Midoriya does actually say, as he does just grab the ice covering his right arm and just rips it off. Now, a good piece of venom does come with it, but it does just form back onto Midoriya's left arm and go back in, as Midoriya actually does just uncover himself in venom, before bringing his hands up and saying that he's pretty sure he can beat him without his help. Dude, you can't be serious, right? Yeah, I am. Besides, you're a man, aren't you? You can handle a fist fight like this. Now, Kirishima actually does get a bit excited at that, telling Midoriya that he's actually pretty honorable like that. It's respectable. Just put up your fucking hands already and throw a punch. Now, Midoriya and him do actually do a little bit of battling. Midoriya eventually, of course, winning because of the time limit, and the heroes lose. All Might, however, does scold Midoriya on the uses of venom, and how he could have taken the battle a whole lot more seriously, since he immediately immobilized Todoroki, and he is going to see Recovery Girl. Meanwhile, as for Kirishima, him asking the young man if they can talk privately. Kirishima actually being told by All Might as they do walk away that he does have some pointers for his quirk. Now, with that being said, the day is over, and everyone would leave UA. Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing night. Catch you guys in the next part.